Yo, what is going on, ladies, gentlemen? If you're from this planet, this galaxy, another one, thank you for tuning in to the first episode of Dapper for Dummies. I am here with Harry, aka Octagon Thoughts, aka the Dummy. No, I'm just kidding. Harry's the man. Harry kind of got me into this whole UFC project and stuff like that with all his knowledge he got. So I'm gonna give the floor to Harry here for a sec. Harry, why don't you tell the people how you kind of got into UFC and that kind of stuff before we dive into the big old NFT universe that we're kind of stuck in here now.
Yeah, well, I'm just an animal, so I love watching people get their skulls bashed into the ground. So that's how I got in the UFC. And then you just see an opportunity in a sport that's growing like the UFC, that's just on rapid growth, and you see the big time potential here with the NFTs that are kind of under the radar, especially for UFC platform that never really had the cards that were ever that high end and very like out there in the marketplace.
Yeah, cool. If you guys see us during this little episode flipping the Brady, he just announced his retirement and we bought one. We're trying to figure out right now if we might have overpaid or what's going on, but it's kind of interesting to follow. But anyways, Harry, we got some big news for UFC. I guess we should kind of talk them through where our accounts at right now and kind of what we've been buying and how we've kind of made out with everything so far before we dive into series one, I guess.
Yep.
Cool. You want to tell the people maybe kind of where our account stands?
Well, I'd say right now we haven't bought much of anything in the under UFC strike lately, just based on the fact of we haven't really seen a roadmap over the past couple of weeks. But now that we have some direction, we're kind of waiting to see. We're gonna try and get our packs on March 22nd and the 24th for Series One, and then we're gonna go from there and see where the market comes in to place for Series One, how it affects Series Zero, and how the utility comes out, and how it'll affect the prices in the marketplace, and what type of things we'll target when looking for Series Zero moments and in the new Series One packs. I'd say.
Yeah, so we're kind of some of those suckers that kind of got sucked in a bit early into buying things and stuff like that. I think we're sitting on about 97 moments now. When it first came out, we bought a lot of everything and then flipped it to make profit. And then I think our net spend on the Izzy challenge was negative at one point. And then we decided to go all in to do Izzy. So we're sitting on a lot of moments and we have the Adesanya, but obviously the way things are going right now with UFC Strike, it's kind of a lot of people are disappointed. But we said before, Harry, right before everything started, that we
Yeah.
were prepared to kind of lose short term on UFC, anyways. So I think it's kind of sitting kind of where we projected. So going to look at round one. What do you think of these kind of pack changes coming out? Obviously, 25 contender moments now out of from 12,000 from 24,000 down to 12,000. What do you make of that?
Well, I'd say the big change is that in the Series One moments, it's going to be like capped at 12,000 for these new 50 moments, which I think is awesome. I think it'll bring the value up of these common moments or contender moments, as you want to call them. Whereas in Series Zero is 23,600, I want to say, for all the commons. So I think that'll bring the value up for sure on these moments, which in turn will bring up the value of the packs themselves. So that's great for people that are going in to get packs. They'll get more value out of the packs. I'm curious to see who the fighters will be for sure. And then you got the challenger moments, which we didn't have. So those will be out of 1,500. So those will hold value too. Probably similar to the Adesanya moment, depending on the fighter and the moment itself. But really interesting stuff. And then more champion moments, of course.
Yeah, so I think another interesting thing here, as I read through here again, is kind of on the drop day, there will be 32,500 standard packs and 1,125 premium packs. So, if we're guessing, I'll give my price prediction. You can kind of say where you stand, but I would probably say it follows pretty similar NFL, where I think these standard packs will sell for about 59 USD, and then the premium packs will probably go for 249. You think that's going to be right, or do you think premium packs might be cheaper?
I'd say the 59's on point. I'd say probably like more closer to 229 for UFC, maybe a bit more down just based on overall number of users and stuff. But I'm curious to see how it'll be because you'll probably get the premium pack. It'll probably be. I'm curious to see how many moments will be because I'm guessing you'll be guaranteed either a challenger moment or a champion moment, and then I wonder how many contender moments or common moments, as you would say, you get along with it. Whether it be just two extras or whereas in the NFL you're guaranteed one of those higher end moments, and you get 7 extra of the smaller moments, common moments in NFL. So I'd be curious. I'm curious to see the total of moments in the premium pack.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I am curious to see the total moments in the premium pack as well. It will be interesting to see how they kind of roll this out. It'll be the first time UFC is releasing premium packs. So at the same time, I feel like we got to try and get in there. And I saw some stuff. This right here, let's talk rewards. I think there's been a lot of talk in the UFC community about what kind of utility are we going to have going forward. So I have a screenshot here somewhere if I can pull it up. Let me find it. Boom, right here. So this is from Alex. It's he's been talking a lot about bringing up to the team that in terms of Series Zero utilities. Totally agreed. We need Series Zero utilities for people who own the full contender sets, not just. I think there's only one person who owns the full Series Zero set, all 10 champions, and
Yeah, that's insane.
yeah, that is insane, and all the contenders. So I don't know. I have my opinion on it, what I think the utility could be and what it might be, and I don't think it will please a lot of people. But Harry, you want to take a shot first and say maybe what you think it's going to be, and then I'll kind of lay out where I'm at with it.
Well, I think you'll have like when you see NFL all day, like these debut moments. So I think we'll probably see the UFC strike debut moment be a thing. I think we could see different like utility badges like knockout or submission or whatever it may be, or a UFC debut badge or something like that. I think
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
possible. But I know one thing that you always hinted at to me, like what you thought would be a possibility, would be if you have a full Series Zero set that you could possibly earn rewards for owning a whole set itself. I know that's why we collected 2 sets. So is that where you're leaning into?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of asking you here. What do you think the reward could be? You know?
Uh Possibly a pack. I don't know. I think that's the only thing it really could be. There's nothing else. I'm like, they'd give us this, you know.
Yeah. Okay. My thing with it, I think, I think what they're gonna do for these Series Zero sets, I think they're gonna give you early queue to premium packs. I
Ooh,
think that's what it's gonna end up being,
that'll be intriguing.
if I were to guess, because I mean, I think there's about 2,000 people, honestly, that have the set completed. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think they do need to do something, and they are going to announce something this week on what's going to happen with these. I think it's a big thing because I don't know. You can argue that the price of it is so cheap right now to enter. I think it's someone was saying it's only like 175, but I think it's more than that. I think it's probably around 250 to complete a full set. And I think you have to look at, some of the people who have completed sets and stuff like that. I mean, usually with projects like this, you like to reward people who are early adopters. So we'll see. It'll definitely be interesting. At the same time, I don't feel like just because we own something, we deserve to be rewarded. But it would be nice
Well,
to see them to see them burn some moments here in the future too. I definitely think that could be they do the trade tickets on NBA, so I would love to see that too. But yeah, Harry, anything else you kind of want to touch on with UFC, I guess, before we talk about NFL a little bit?
well, I'm not saying we deserve anything, but if someone has to get something, it might as well be us. Is what I'm thinking. So,
Yeah, all right.
hey, you,
That's
Alex, UFC Strike. If you guys are watching this, just reward us a little bit. You know, we've been here.
yeah, that's true. We have been here. We've been here pretty early.
Yeah.
Brady's price is interesting. He's dropped a bit more, but he's still picking up traction. So it's going to be interesting to see where his price is at. I think there's a lot of panic with this Brady, but I don't know, Harry. What do you think of this? Just while we're on it, I mean, we picked one up. We definitely probably overpaid, but what do you think?
Yeah. Well, I think there's 2 ways of looking at it. I think there's the way of looking at, oh, Brady's coming back. He's going to be more in the media. He's going to be more in the spotlight. He's not riding off in the sunset and disappearing. So his value could go up. There's going to be more moments. This utility badge of the all day debut moment of his debut on NFL All Day could make him worth even more. And then there's the train of thought. Oh, there's only 2 Brady moments and he retired. Now there's going to be unlimited amount of Brady moments per se, and now it's going to bring down the value of this one of two that was supposed to be. So I think there's 2 different sides to it, and I think that's why we're seeing the market go up and down, and not sure where to set right now.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think I'd be a bit more worried if we bought the rare here, but I like the fact that it's his all day badge. I mean, the rare looks like it's taking a pretty big hit, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it was at before, so I can't really honestly say.
that's true.
Okay, yeah, it's just something interesting. Oh, look, 350. Like it's just weird. It's fun to watch here because he keeps going. So, anyways, Harry, are you want to talk to people through maybe like I know what we've kind of bought the last few weeks in NFL here? I'll obviously pull up our biggest purchase to date right here. Harry's guy. I'll let Harry speak about it because if you guys don't know, now you know. Harry, the one and only Jags fan in the world. Harry, educate us.
I was mad disrespectful. I'm rocking my guy Byron Leftwich on my back right now. You know what I'm saying? We got a new franchise quarterback though. He goes by the name of Trevor Sunshine Lawrence. He's white Jesus. He's the second coming. He is the man of the hour, and you don't want to miss out on him right now because let's just be honest. We put nothing around him. We had Urban Meyer coming in, putting his hands God knows where, his fingers God knows where, and we didn't have a football system. And now we got Dougie P, Super Bowl winning head coach coming in the building. He's setting everything smooth sailing from here. We could even win the Super Bowl this year. I don't think that's too outlandish to say at this point. Um,
I'm here
Lots of
for it.
free agency money. You know, we're going hard in the paint this offseason and this season. So I think now is a great time to get in on anything Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I don't hate it. We picked up this T Law. I think for about what would we pay about 625 for a double digit T Law.
Yeah.
I mean, let me just hop on right quick and just pull him up right quick. What's he at now? Oh, geez, man, Harry, he hit 700 today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's
Big
go, man.
news, big news. I think the cheapest double digit I want to say is 900 or 875.
Yeah, I
So
think it's up to. Yeah, it's still sitting at 9.
that's good. That's a good spot.
Yeah, definitely interesting. It'll probably make up for this Brady money.
Yeah, and you got to think that he's gonna gain some value going into the throughout the offseason and into next year when all the hype fest gets going for the NFL.
Yeah, for sure. And free agency, hopefully, too. All right.
Yeah.
Last thing I guess we want to talk about here is, what's our strategy? What have we been doing in the kind of NFL here? What have we been kind of buying, and what have we not been buying anything of really for packs and
Uh,
stuff like that?
well, the past couple weeks we haven't bought much outside of the Lawrence. We were targeting a couple different rare moments for rookies this past week. After the pack drop, we were looking at certain guys that had a bunch, like Jalen Waddle. He had like I think over 4,000 moments that just came into people's wallets and stuff and into their collections. So we're waiting to see if a big number of those would hit the marketplace and drive down his price, but they didn't. He's held fairly steady at like I want to say 145 ish. So we weren't able to get in on Jalen Waddle. We were hoping to catch him around 100 or below, but didn't happen. So we're keeping an eye on that still to see if the drop comes. So not too much more so just keeping an eye on things.
All right, yeah, that's it. I think the biggest one we were kind of waiting for was which one was it? The Pro Bowlers and Top Rookies packs again. Man,
Yeah,
this is the one that's going to hit with obviously the Jamar Chase, the Mac Jones, the Najees, the Devontaes, the Waddles, and the Pitts. I mean, the triple digit, the triple badge Mac Jones is a card we did a bit of trading with. Hey Harry, a few weeks ago,
yeah,
made some decent money with them. To be fair, actually looking back,
yeah.
so
Easy transactions for sure.
yeah, for sure, easy transactions. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on him. We'll definitely be keeping an eye probably on some more rares and things like that. So yeah, I guess there's a few more pack drops coming. If we look at it, what came after week 18 premium packs, if they're going to re-release super wildcard weekend packs, divisional round packs, conference championship packs.
Well,
There's still
I'm also curious to see what happens on the in a couple days here for the Patrick Mahomes tweet that he put out for March 15th, 315. So we'll have to keep an eye on that also in a couple days
yeah.
because they were saying something about that. So it could be a little pack release or a little Patrick Mahomes moment announcement for a future pack drop or whatever it might be. So it'll be intriguing.
It will be intriguing. Some cool stuff. Some cool stuff definitely in the works this week on both platforms. I kind of think we're going to get a UFC announcement too. So without, Harry, is there anything else you want to add before we kind of wrap this up here? It's been a solid 15 minutes. I think this is something we're going to look to do kind of maybe, whenever we really can. Hey, Harry, whenever we get big news or stuff like that, we'll kind of come sit on
Yeah,
here and break some stuff down.
Yeah, I'd say once a week or whenever there's some sort of big news, we'll be on here talking you guys' ear off about it, giving our quick thoughts and our dummy takes that make no sense. So I think that's the plan as of now. It's Dapper for Dummies, and we are the biggest dummies in the world. So that's all
Yeah,
there
we are
is.
the biggest dummies in the world. My credit card company's gonna call me and question and ask me why the hell I bought a Tom Brady.
Um, uh, it's
But
gonna be a
yeah,
tough one.
we'll definitely. If guys, we could really use a like just to if we can get as many likes as the difference in the Tom Brady price right now, that would mean the world to us.
I mean, we need a couple hundred likes. It's looking like in the next
No, it's
hour.
not.
So
No, it's not. Come on, let's
drop
not get
some
too
likes,
carried
man.
away. Come on, we're not
Drop
that big
some
of
likes.
dummies, bro.
All right, it's looking rough. Let's just drop some likes. Let's bring up the morale. Thank you.
Yeah, Harry needs likes regardless, just for being a Jags fan. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first episode. Any suggestions you guys have, let us hear it. If we missed anything, let us know in the comments. We're always looking to make these things better for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, you guys
He's a
enjoyed.
Dolphins fan, by the way, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Packers.
Oh,
Peace.
sure
See
he
you
is.
guys. See